The world has ended, yet the show goes on. But here's where it gets controversial. Can a play so drenched in despair still leave you laughing out loud? And this is the part most people miss. Samuel Beckett's Endgame, often seen as a bleak, post-apocalyptic vision, can also be a surprisingly macabre comedy. In Lindsay Posner's latest staging, the Earth outside has lost its sun and every trace of nature. We get the sense that nothing survives beyond these four walls. Inside, the last handful of humans cling to life not through power struggles, but by transforming themselves into desperate performers. Think of them as cosmic vaudevillians, wisecracking their way through hopelessness so they don't have to face the true emptiness outside. Douglas Hodge, returning to the stage after more than 10 years, inhabits the blind, seated Hamm, not as an iron-fisted tyrant, but as an aging actor who can't resist a dramatic monologue. He whistles for his limping servant, Clov, played with fizzing energy by Mathew Horne, and even banishes his own parents to sit in dustbins. Hodge's performance hints at echoes of Winnie from Happy Days, with whimsical detours into storytelling that feel like an escape from his own prison. Clov, in battered music hall attire, delivers grumpy punchlines in a broad Cockney accent, bent over like a comic Igor, and somehow full of spite and heart. Meanwhile, Nell, Selina Cadell, and Nag, Clive Francis, emerge from their dustbins in costumes that whisper of faded glamour. She in a 1950s turban, he in a Chaplin-esque bowler hat. Cadell almost steals every scene with her comic timing, while Francis adds genuine pathos to his brief appearances. Jon Bausor's set tilts at a desperate angle, as though the entire structure is about to collapse into the void. Under slashes of luminous light, the stage resembles a tawdry late-night floor show that still hints at bygone red velvet opulence. It's a clever visual metaphor for lives teetering on the edge, dusty, threadbare, but defiant. By foregrounding humor, Posner's Endgame isn't as savage as the classic Michael Gambon and David Thewlis interpretation, or the old Vic's sharp 2020 revival with Daniel Radcliffe and Alan Cumming. Yet it never cheats Beckett's sorrow. The production finds the sweet spot between laughter and desolation, mining every funny line, every pratfall. Without losing the weight of existential dread, Hamm flirts between pomposity and vulnerability, slipping into rich theatrical voices that seem to summon memories of past glories. Clov's reluctant stage presence crackles with energy as he responds to Hamm's demands and cracks his own dark jokes. And those moments when Nell and Nag stretch their necks for a near kiss, tender, ridiculous, almost heartbreakingly human, remind us that nothing is funnier than unhappiness. Here's a thought-provoking question for you. Does leaning into the comedy in Endgame soften Beckett's existential punch? Or does it sharpen the tragedy by showing how we cling to laughter when all else is lost? Is this playful treatment a brilliant tribute to human resilience, or a risky detour from Beckett's original bleakness? Share your view. Do you think Posner's take does justice to Beckett's vision, or is it a step too far in the name of entertainment?